Hey guys, today what I'm going to be doing is editing this custom shirt I made, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. I made this shirt for my husband, Uncle Steven's band. I'm sure you've seen these shirts before. They're cliched, but I thought it would be fun to make a shirt with all the band members on it. But little did I know when I made this shirt, Sandor was never going to be playing with the band ever again. He played their first gig and that was it. So my shirt was already out of date the first time I wore it. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to cross his name off the list. So for this project, I'm going to use my heat press, my quilting ruler, and my rotary cutter, and some heat transfer vinyl. I literally just dug this out of the trash because I don't have any bigger pieces of red that aren't messed up, but this will work for what I need. So let's start by cutting our piece of vinyl. Okay, and so I want it to be just as long as the name. So I think just cutting it along this end is gonna be fine. So what I'm gonna do is, of course, get my shirt out of the way. And I'm gonna take my quilting ruler, and there's actually a little piece of tape on this vinyl. And I'm just gonna cut, I don't know, like ½ an inch. Yeah, I think that looks good. And my rotary cutter, and I'm just gonna cut across so I have a nice straight red line. Okay, and I mean this probably isn't very good for my rotary cutter to be cutting this plastic vinyl with it, but I'll change the blade eventually once it gets dull. So I don't use it a ton. If you're gonna use it for fabric all the time, use it for fabric only, but you know, it doesn't matter too much if you're just kind of casually crafting. So now we've got our piece of vinyl. Let's make sure that looks about what we want it to on the shirt. Oh yeah, I think that's perfect. I don't know if this is a little mean. I think it's kind of funny. I think the guys will think it's funny. So yeah, next step is applying it to the shirt. Okay, so I have swapped out my cutting mat for my ironing mat. Make sure that you don't iron on this with your cutting mat underneath. I learned the hard way that can damage your cutting mat, which I may go into a little more in a future video, but we'll see. I've got my easy press here up to heat. So for heat transfer vinyl, I'm going to do 330 degrees in intervals of 30 seconds. Got my red stripe, and I've got a little piece of paper I'm going to use as my cover sheet for when I iron. Since I already have some vinyl on here, I don't want this to melt onto my press. So all I'm going to do is lay out my shirt. And I'm actually maybe going to press this just a tiny bit, just to make sure it's good and flat. Okay. Then I'm going to take my red stripe and place it on my name with the shiny side up. And I'm going to put that down on top of it and iron away. All right, that should do it. Looks like that's adhered pretty good, and I don't think I messed up the other vinyl. Let's let this cool off a little bit. Okay, I think that should be good. I'll peel this off. Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Awesome. All right, well, there we have it. That's all there is to this project. Really simple, so if you want to iron something on top of vinyl you've already ironed on, you can do it. Just be careful not to damage anything you've already ironed on. I think this is going to go over really well at their show tomorrow night. So hope you enjoyed this video. Check back for more.